Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In this episode, I've decided to go to Halloween Town to pick up that Keyblade I talked about in the last episode, and I've got to warn you, just like the first trip through Halloween Town, there are going to be a lot of cutscenes.
There's nothing wrong with my design. It's flawless. There must be something wrong with the parts those imbeciles brought me. I need to find better assistance.
Perfect timing, gentlemen. Lend me a hand, won't you? These presents must belong to Sandy Claus, so I thought I'd better return them.
You just happened to find them?
Of course, Sora. I'm finished with Christmas fantasies, you know that.
But you thought you'd hold on to the suit.
What, this? It's just a costume. And Sally worked so very hard making it. Come on, we've got work to do.
Oh! Wherever did you find these?
In Halloween Town. You'll be needing them for Christmas, right, Sandy?
Of course. But these are just a few of the Christmas presents that were stolen.
Stolen?
Oh, Sandy, you don't think it was me?
Still wearing the outfit, I see.
I just thought I'd dress for the occasion. But if you don't believe me, then we'll just have to find out who really did it.
Very well, I'll leave it to you.
All right, Sora, Donald, Goofy, we're off!
I don't know what it is with everybody named Jack in this game being so untrustworthy. We have Jack Sparrow in Port Royal. Nobody trusts him because he's a pirate. We have Jack Skellington here. Nobody trusts him for who knows why. But up here, we're going to be getting... I probably should have grabbed that puzzle piece. A little bit of a fight.
No! This looks good. No!
Boring. This one?
No! No way! Ow!
So you three took them.
Took what?
You stole the presents, didn't you?
It wasn't us.
But... It really sounds like fun!
Run for it!
And now for the most annoying fight in the entire game. I don't know why, first of all, we're beating up on these kids with the Keyblade. Every single game these three kids are in, it seems like, we just have to lay a smackdown on them. Anyway, it's not that hard. It is a little bit annoying, though, especially the girl. I was just about to say, you can hear it right now. She's laughing. I think her voice actor might be the same one as Lil in Rugrats, but I haven't looked that up, so I'm not entirely sure. But as far as the fight itself goes, once you get one of the kids' HP all the way down, you can throw the box at them. Basically, you have to put the box in between you and the kid, and then hit capture, and the box will fly over there, like so, and you will capture the kid. Sometimes, like, you'll have the HP down, but if they don't spew out HP balls, or drive balls, or MP in this case, if you try and throw the box at them, they'll just break out of the box, almost like a Pokeball. But overall, it's not too bad. And for defeating them, or not really defeating them, just more of capturing them, I guess, we get an extra item slot. Where'd you put the presents? We told you, we don't have them. Then why are you in here? We're looking for parts for the experiment. Experiment? Dr. Finkelstein's making us one we get to boss around. It's true the doctor's been hard at work making something lately. Besides, Christmas presents are boring, not scary or gross, so what good are they? Yeah. There's nothing fun here. Let's go back to Halloween Town. So, were those pranksters responsible for taking the gifts? It doesn't look like it. Then that means... Sally! Oh, thank goodness, you're all here. Is something wrong? The Heartless are back in the town square. I thought you should know. That's our cue. Back to Halloween Town. But wait! What about finding the gift napper? Actually, the Heartless were playing with some presents when I saw them. Aha! We have our culprits!
You can't be here! Leave Halloween Town by order of the mayor! Somebody! Anybody! I'm only an elected official! I can't handle this by myself!
Sally was right. We've got to get the presents.
And once again, we have to fight a bunch of Heartless here, mostly White Knights, in the middle of this courtyard, and the mayor doesn't want to help us again. Usually what I like to do for this is, once these, like, graveyard things spawn, I think they might actually be called graveyard or headstones or something like that, I like to turn into Master Form, unless I turn into Anti-Form. I don't know what's going on with me turning into Anti-Form lately. It seems like every time I try to turn into a form, I turn into Anti-Form, which is not normally too bad. And in this case, it's actually not bad at all because it does so much damage. I just sometimes like to go into the form that I wanted to go in the first place. But once you go ahead and get rid of all of the Heartless here in the middle of the courtyard, you can collect all 4 of the presents and clear the little mini game that we had going on there.
What a shame. It looks like it was such a nice present.
Jack.
Oh, help! Someone help me! My latest experiment is gone! It's been stolen!
I was just sitting here brainstorming when all of a sudden I was attacked. I collapsed, and when I awoke, my experiment was gone. Don't worry, Doctor, we know who took it. Who? The Heartless. What? Those wretched things? Preposterous! This was nothing like a Heartless. Not the Heartless, huh? Who else could it be? Say, I have an idea. The thief must like Christmas presents, so we place irresistible gifts about to draw him into a trap. And this miscreant is the same one who stole my experiment? That's right. How will we know for sure? Well now, that's easy. We'll scare a confession right out of him. Gorsh? Well, what do you say we go with Jack's plan, just for now? Let's get to Sandy's house post-haste. We've got to make some Christmas presents quickly. Have you found the presents yet? Almost, Mr. Claus. We're gonna reel in the thief with Christmas presents as bait. Would you mind if we use your factory to create a few presents? Presents as bait? Goodness, I don't like the sound of that. Just this once, I suppose. It's for a good cause. Alright, use the second floor, then put some heart in it. Alright, so man, that was a lot of cutscenes it seems like, mostly text dialogue. Like I said, Halloween Town is full of text dialogue. Might as well go ahead and grab these puzzle pieces while we're in the factory here. I think there's just these two. And the aerial dodge, by the way, as you can see, the aerial dodge really helps with, first of all, just platforming and stuff, but also with grabbing puzzle pieces, which I guess grabbing puzzle pieces and platforming are kind of intertwined in this sense. But once we get back up into the toy factory, we can talk to the little, I was going to call him an elf, but I don't know if you would really call him an elf, and we can make presents. The minigame here is called gift wrapping. It's a really easy minigame. There's not really any strategy to it that I can see at all. Really all you gotta do is spam the circle button to shoot presents, I guess, or candy canes and stuff, or toys, I guess, as it says up there in the top right, at these presents. Lock, shock, and barrel, or pop, block, and drop it as I usually call them, are running around, I guess, messing with the presents so that we can't shoot them. But that's all we have to do is shoot the presents, and every time we shoot a present we get a higher score up there in the top left, and every once in a while we have to reload. I don't remember this being hard even when we have to go back through it for the journal, and actually I don't remember what the requirement is once we have to go back through it for the journal, but it's a very easy minigame as you can see, and one more should do it here. And there we go. I don't think we're going to get anything for this, unfortunately, except a cutscene.
Not quite.
There's more?
Don't worry, I'll take care of the rest.
Did you finish making the presents?
Yep, just waiting for Jack.
So, where do you think we ought to leave them?
Oh, I know a good spot. Whenever you're ready, just say the word.
I'm back.
And now we're pretty much ready to start the final segment to the boss fight. And I don't know where I'm going. I'm supposed to talk to Santa Claus here to initiate the cutscene that leads to the final boss fight. Luckily, we can just turn right back around and talk to Santa. But be sure that you're ready for the final boss fight when you decide to place the presents.
This plaza should work well for your plan. Now, Jack, what is your plan?
I've got it all figured out.
You do?
Of course. And I also have a wonderful idea. If we catch the thief for you, I would be honored to deliver the...
And on that note, we'll be going.
What are you doing? Let me go!
Stop thinking!
It's not me, Donald. Patience, friends.
Shh. I can't cut it out.
Gorge, was that you?
How come we have to be the bait?
Good plan, eh?
Ouch!
Gotcha!
Huh? Dr. Finkelstein's experiment did it!
Now here we have the boss fight, the final boss fight in Halloween Town, or Christmas Town kinda if you really think about it, The Experiment. I actually like this boss fight because it's a little bit harder than the boss fights that we've fought so far, to me anyway. I don't think it's supposed to be harder, but once we do enough damage to him, and we do a combo finisher, he'll break apart, and his individual parts will do damage. And it kind of reminds me of the guard armor from the first game in Traverse Town. And by the way, I really wish Traverse Town were in any other game really except for the first game and of course like 3D. I don't think it was, oh yeah, it was in Reach of Memories, but as a main town, I almost wish it had been in Kingdom Hearts 2. But there we go, I did the combo finisher and it broke apart. Now this top spinning thing will spin around, but you can do the kick spring reaction command to get it away from you. And if you throw it in the right direction and in the right area, that head that spews out lasers will also damage the piece of it that's spinning around. So you can kind of use its own attacks to your advantage, I guess to his disadvantage. But speaking of disadvantages, this boss has that thing where you can only do a little bit of damage, or not necessarily a little bit, but you can only do a certain amount of damage before he just stops accepting your damage. Like, they'll just artificially stop you from doing damage. I guess they did that to keep you from just like defeating the boss too quickly, but I wish they had made it some other way. Maybe like in 3D or Birth by Sleep, how sometimes the bosses will fight back. But now my drive bar is back, might as well go ahead and turn... Are you kidding me? Again into anti-form. I don't know what's up with this. The LP gods must not be happy with me at all. Luckily, in this fight, you can defeat the boss with anti-form. You couldn't beat the boss in Port Royal with anti-form because you couldn't do magic attacks. Luckily, anti-form does have a finishing move though. Hopefully I can do it. And there we go. We get a maximum HP increase. Luckily, I was able to defeat him with anti-form there, and I didn't get hit too much, because like I said before, you can't heal with anti-form, but I think it's time for some end-of-the-level cutscenes.
We did it! The mystery is solved!
Did you catch the thief?
Naturally.
I just can't figure out why the doctor's experiment would go around stealing Christmas presents.
His experiment?
The thief. It was a moving puppet made by Dr. Finkelstein.
The doctor's made a moving puppet. I see. He is always tinkering with things. Now listen, Jack. I'd like to thank you, and while delivering presents is something only I can do, I can give you an idea of what it's like.
Sandy Claus?
Yes, all that poor puppet wanted was a heart.
Ho, ho, ho!
Now here's that Keyblade I've been talking about, the Decisive Pumpkin. It actually is exactly as strong, strength-wise, as Ultima Weapon.
Interesting. So the puppet wasn't stolen after all. It ran away on its own. In other words, my experiment was an overwhelming success.
Santa Claus thinks maybe it left because it was trying to find a heart.
That's quite possible. Unlike my Sally, it wasn't equipped with a heart.
But if it wanted a heart, why was it going around stealing all those Christmas presents?
Maybe because presents are a way to give your heart to someone special.
When you put it that way, I feel sort of bad for it.
Happy Halloween!
What a nice present.
I don't understand. There's no box. No ribbon tied in a bow.
Jack, it's not about the box or the ribbons. It's about what's inside the box.
No, Sora. What really counts, what's really special, is the act of giving the gift, to wish deep in your heart to make someone else happy.
Right. Of course. Thank you, Sally. You're absolutely right. Wait. What's this? I feel so strange. So very happy.
Jack, that must be Sally's present.
Really? This wonderful feeling? Oh, Sally. You've given me the nicest present in the world, and I've nothing to give you in return. What would you like? Just name it. Absolutely anything.
The nicest present I could ever ask for, Jack, is just to be with you.
You don't even have to ask for that.
Oh!
Maybe I never gave her a real present after all.
Oh, I bet Kyrie would like most anything you gave her.
I know. That's what made it so hard to decide.
It's not your gift, it's what's in your heart.
My heart.
You bet. Diamond's outside it.
How?
Well, as long as she can be with you, what else does she need?
I always thought it was really interesting how Sora remembers Kyrie as he did in the first game, which makes sense because he hasn't seen her since then. But as we've seen, she's grown up, so it's just kind of cool, I think, how he remembers her how she was in the first game. But also, it's kind of sad because, you know, we're going around to all the worlds, making everybody else happy, we're solving everybody's problems, but we still haven't found Riku or Kyrie, and that's really what Sora wants most of all. But in the next episode, we're going to be going to Agrabah, which has actually a lower battle level, so maybe I should have gone here first. But like I said, the allure of that Keyblade is what drew me to Halloween Town. But I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and I hope to see you guys back for the next episode.